Cool. Alright, so about 3 hours ago, I got a rip on my hand. Gonna go over what I normally do with my rips. Takes about 3 days to heal. First, trusty X-Acto blade. Newer the better. Just gonna cut off the tape that I put on after it ripped. Alright, so there's the rip. I have a big one. So that is the rip. Now, kind of hard to see, but we've got thinner skin down here, thicker up here. I'm going to try and take off as much as I can, as thinly as I can. It's good to do this early on while your endorphins are still going. But do what you can. So you can cut it, or you can rip it, then cut it. If you're going to rip it, go slow. Make sure you're going the right direction, so you don't have to come back and do it again later. So I'm just trying to rip across the top. I'm going to take that skin off. So, it's ripped off. That's what we got. The reason I like to rip the skin as opposed to cut it first is because you know where the skin is still attached. It's not fun when you're cutting the skin and you accidentally cut into a part that's still attached and has nerves on. It doesn't feel very good. So now my hands are kind of moist from training. I'm going to leave it like this, let it dry out, and when it dries out, I'm going to take my X-Acto blade and I'm actually going to trim off the skin around the edges. So if you see, we've got this lip right here, and around the edges it's not a smooth surface, a smooth transition. I want to get that to a smooth transition so that the skin won't keep snagging on things as I'm doing stuff. So I'm going to shower, let this dry out, keep it covered. I've got this scar away stuff my mom found. It's actually thick, a little bit cushy. Works well, but you have to tape it. And then I've got this Band-Aid brand blister stuff, which works pretty well. But again, you start sweating too much, you need to tape it. Just got out of the shower. I kind of like to let the moisture just get to it without putting it directly in the water. By the end of the shower, it's okay to put in the water. A little bit of screaming, it always hurts the first time, but now it's all nice and clean. Pretty clean. I got one of these Band-Aid deals, which I'll put on. It's important to put on some sort of Neosporin or vitamin E cream. You don't need a lot, but you need something in there to keep it from drying out and cracking. The rip will take maybe 3-4 days, maybe 5 tops to heal. But if you get a crack, that'll take probably at least a week. So I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna try and cover as much as I can. And this may not always feel pleasant, but I get nice solid contact all the way around. So there you go, all nicely covered. One night through. Clean off all the vitamin E. There we go. Now I'm going to tape it up for the day. Sweet. And so, one night through, clean off all the vitamin E. There we go. All good to go. This is the end of day 1. It's hard to tell, but you can see a little cracking going on in that center. It's starting to dry out. I'll take some cream. Little dab. You can see it's been shaved down, so it's smooth all around. Voila. And try and let that stay on there as much as possible without accidentally knocking it off. It's been about 72 hours. See, it's pretty much healed. If you do everything right.